Hi doll people. I just feel like I haven't seen you guys. So I guess it's a doll talk. Today's been a good day. Today was my day off and I got a lot done today. Last night when I knew that I had today off, I was thinking that I'd probably crochet. I'm still working on that sweater dress that I'm creating for the 18-year-old Dollstown body. I guess I can't really call that doll Tara anymore because it's not Tara anymore. Today I did sewing, lots and lots of sewing. I have some pieces here. I completed this dress. It doesn't have snaps or anything yet. None of the garments I completed today has snaps. I always get to the point where I make all the garments and then later on I put on Velcro or snaps. I don't know, I'm lazy. So I completed this strapless dress. I'm probably gonna put this on my Draculara. She's currently in work in progress right now. I want to make her a wig and everything, but I think this might be hers. I wrapped it around her body and it kind of looks really good on her, so I think this might be hers. Okay, so I cut out some pieces. This is probably gonna be a crop top for the 18-year body from Dollstown. I'm not sure. It was made from a pattern that I've already edited a bit, so it may not fit, but if it doesn't fit, it'll fit somebody in here. It'll be used. It just won't fit that doll. Using the same fabrics and a little bit of some fabric that I've had for a while now. This little dress thingy. It looks plain now because I haven't added any like trim and buttons and stuff like that. But this little dress, and this also didn't have snaps yet, I wanted it to be like a baby doll dress for the 18-year body. I'm making a lot of stuff for that body because I'm trying to figure out who that doll is again. I don't know if this will actually make it on that body though, because the more I complete it and get it more finished and refined, it just kind of, it seems more like it's Brittany's. This is Brittany. She's my 18-inch toddler doll from Journey Girl that I've customed and added more fluff to so she can be heavier. But I think this is hers. It seems like Brittany's. It might be Brittany's. I made this, I want to say like vest thing. Initially it was supposed to be this way because it was going to be a bodice to a dress. And after I finished the bodice to a dress that I was thinking I was going to create, I ran out of this fabric. I can add other types of fabric to this and it'll look fine, and I did that with another dress over here that's on my mini fee leash. The dress that I had in mind with the ruffles and everything, and I was putting together and had the fabrics laid out, I really needed it to all be this fabric. It's fine. I've ordered some more from Walmart and hopefully it's the same fabric. I think it's the same fabric. This fabric was a gift from Moon Owl Designs, so I'm hoping it's the same fabric. Since I couldn't complete the dress, I just decided to make it just a vest. You know, just a little vest, something to add to another outfit, which I think works because I like to layer when it comes to dressing dolls. This is my mini fee leash, and this is something else that I made today. It's a skirt, and then this like baby doll top lace and trim and stuff. And you see what I mean about using this fabric with another fabric? It looks fine. I mean, I'm a firm believer, just like Andrea Dolls Ahoy, I'm a firm believer just like her, that it's like if you take two fabrics that people think don't go together and you just put them together, chances are they'll be fine. I think the way she says it, if you sew it together, it goes together. I love that. It really opens the door of what you can do with what you have. I also made a little dress thingy. So this dress here is also, it's just like a mix of the different fabrics I'm trying to use up. I'm trying to use up that cheetah skin fabric. I've got lots of doll pieces in here made from the cheetah skin fabric. Like, you see what I mean? Like his pants are made from the same fabric. So I'm trying to get rid of the cheetah skin fabric and this fabric. I've got lots of these too. But yeah, this is gonna be kind of like a jumper dungaree type situation. I'm gonna put straps. Probably can't see it. It's backless, so this is not a bodice. This is like a bib, and I'm gonna take and put straps with little buttons and everything. A pocket there. I'll probably add lace at the bottom, or maybe I'll do another skirt and go underneath for layering. By the way, this is Jorah. This is my Lutz Baby Delph Daisy in a darker tan. I mentioned in my last video that this month I won't be taking commissions. This whole month is dedicated to celebrating my marriage with my husband, my birthday, and Black History Month. Black History Month is important. It's the one month, the shortest month, that America has decided to actually hone in and focus on the amazing accomplishments that African American people have had to date. There are amazing African American people all over the world doing really amazing things. One thing I will say to all of my followers that are watching me, Afro-American heritage and culture is American culture. Please know that. It's not something separate. We're not segregated in our country. This is our country just like it's everybody else's country. So they say Black History Month, but you gotta understand that Black history is also American history. And I think it's really fucked up that we separate it. But I'm not gonna get into that. In other news, this chick. Okay, so she was, gosh, she's so pretty. She was, she's bald right now. You'll have to excuse that. I'm in the process of making her a wig. That probably won't get done until next week. She was a Tokidoki Pulip. She was the one with the cape and everything. I still have her entire stock. She was my first Pulip, actual Pulip. I had already had Taeyang. She was my first official Pulip, the character. She's the only Pulip that stayed. After parting her with her blue wig and using the blue wig on tons of other dolls, so she needed a wig, put her in a blonde wig. She's been in that blonde wig for ages, but I hadn't repainted her, and she just looked so boring. I know that seems weird because this doll had blue eyebrows, but she was just so boring. This month is dedicated to taking the time out since I'm not working on other people's dolls and work on my dolls, because I've got quite a few that are sitting in a bin blank. She wasn't blank, but she was definitely one of the ones where I was like, no, I want you, but you're ugly or you're boring or there's something I really want to do with you before I, you know, sell you off. But she cleaned up so well. I feel like a lot of doll collectors have a specific brand or type of doll that you buy the doll, it's an easy buy. You don't feel like you need to do a whole bunch to it. You'll probably redress the doll, re-wig the doll, but for the most part, you're 100% happy with your purchase. Pulips and the whole Pulip world, that's kind of what it is with me. She's my second one that I've painted for myself. I'm really happy with her. I put 4 pairs of lashes in these eyes. And yeah, you're probably thinking that's obsessive, and it is, and that's okay. When I do the whole eye blink thing like this, it's a little hard, and then when I let the eyes back up where it can come out, I've got to kind of reopen the eyes because I've put so many layers of glitter and so many layers of gloss and lashes on the lids that they're a little heavy for the mechanisms to really work, but it's fine. That works for me. I mean, for other people's dolls, I wouldn't have put so much because you know you want the doll to still function properly. But she's mine. I don't give a fuck about me having to open her eyes. In fact, I like that her eyes stay shut like that because sometimes during photography the eyes will pop back open. I think she's going to get a pixie cut. I think she's gonna get some kind of like mint green pixie cut to match the cardigan she's wearing. I also want to show you guys an early B-Day present from my husband. But it was such a fun experience. I'm gonna tell you what the experience is. So I'm at work, he's home, and he calls me up real random like, and he goes, hey babe, do you want me to buy you a doll? And I go, oh my god, that'd be great. Like I'm gonna say no. Like, oh my god, that'd be great. I get off of work at 3 p.m. and I come home and everything, and I'm tired. I'm completely fucking tired. I don't even feel like going anywhere. He wanted to initially take me to the American Girl store, and I would have totally been down for that. I've been meaning to go to the American Girls store, especially before we move out of New York City. Like, I have to make a trip there and buy a doll in person. And he really wanted to give me that experience. We went all the way down there and we went to our favorite store. It's called Book Off. And then after we left from Book Off, he was like, okay, you want to go to the American Girl doll store? And I was like, yeah, I would love to go to the American Girl doll store, but I'm hungry. Like, I'm famished. The American Girl could wait. I'm hungry, you know? And I get hangry. I don't know if like, I get really bad hangry syndrome. So he was like, okay, let's go find some food. No, I suggested, okay, so let's go to BBQs. He goes, okay, well, what BBQs do you want to go to? At this point, we're in like Times Square, and there's a BBQs in Times Square, but there's like a 45-minute wait because that BBQs is really, really popular. So, me being a hangry person, I was like, hell no, I ain't waiting 45 minutes. So, we ended up at the BBQs on 2nd Ave, just off of St. Mark's Place. And my favorite J-pop culture doll extravaganza place is Toy Tokyo. If you're in New York City and you have not gone to Toy Tokyo, you're wrong. Like, you need to go. You need to go to Toy Tokyo. Because Toy Tokyo is kind of like a doll, toy, geek, Japan pawn shop type situation. They buy merchandise wholesale and sell it, but they also buy from collectors. So what they have in the store when you go in there won't be there when you come back unless you go back immediately. So it's an amazing spot. It's my favorite spot to go to, especially when I'm in that area. Anyway, so we end up on 2nd Ave at the BBQs, and I'm just like, hey, you still want to buy me a doll? And he's like, of course I still want to buy you a doll. And I'm like, Toy Tokyo is like a block over. And he's like, okay, let's go to Toy Tokyo. So we head to Toy Tokyo before we even go into the BBQs. Walking through, I see Pulip, and I thought about picking up Pulip. When I left her, I seen Licka-chan, lots of Licka-chan, as a matter of fact. The last 3 times I've gone, there have been lots of Licka-chan. Maybe they aren't selling. I don't know why. They're cheap. I went through a lot of the stuff that I've seen. I've seen quite a few things that I wanted to get, but I ended up stopping when I seen this doll. Isn't she just darling? I haven't named her yet. I don't even know what to name her. This is a toffee doll. This doll is an absolute delight. I've seen toffee dolls before. I was very aware of what a toffee doll was, but I've always only seen the goth ones and the ones that have like cat eyes or reptilian-like eyes. And they look cool if you're super into goth, like things like Living Dead dolls, but I'm kind of a chicken shit, so they always scared me, which is interesting because I'm not used to having pedophobia. Yeah, so every time I seen toffee dolls, they creeped me out. But I seen her, and she's so awkward and weird and adorable, and I just think she's so special, you know? And it was either her or Blythe. I picked both of them up, and as I go to the front desk and we're trying to do price checks, she was $975 that I was not gonna let my husband pay. So no, I put her right back on that shelf and left her there. My husband isn't cheap. No, that's a lie. He is cheap. He's just not cheap when it comes to me, and I adore that. He was willing to pay higher prices for other dolls that I might have wanted. I mean, he was even willing to go and buy the American Girl doll, which can be $200. He was willing to pay more because he knows that this is important to me. But I seen her, and after ruling out the Blythe, it was like no other doll could leave from that store with me, being my first birthday present from my husband. It had to be this toffee doll. I think it's this doll specifically. There could be 9 of her and she would have been the one to still capture my heart. And I think it's so interesting that she was there in the store the night that I went in there with my husband. It was just like, why does that happen? I'm not sure if it's because she's a gift. All I know is I love her to pieces. I'm gonna make her clothes. Probably not anytime soon because I quite love her stock. And she's so huggable. Like her body is cloth. She's poseable. Like she can sit and everything. Like look at her little boob legs. She can sit and her arms move and everything. But her body is cloth and she's so cuddly. She's really a delight. Coming home on the train, I was thinking that maybe I'd add lashes to kind of like tone down the stare that she has. But I put the lashes on before I decided to glue them. And I was like, no. It totally takes away her odd ass charm. That's what it is. She's odd and she's charmingly odd and she's weird and offbeat, and there's no way you'd ever be able to place her in a group and have her blend, and that speaks to me on so many levels because I feel like that's me to a certain extent. Like, I've never blended. But yeah, this is my first birthday present from my husband, a toffee doll. And my very first toffee, but she's so special. Other news, this Saturday is my birthday celebration. It's a doll meet / B-day celebration, so that's happening. I've got dolls coming in. I haven't bought myself a birthday present. I always make it an account to buy myself a birthday present, because nobody's gonna have your back like you have your back. Well, unless of course you're married and you have Corey Crawford as a spouse, because he's amazing. I think that's it. I don't have anything else to ramble about. I'll see you guys in my next video, and the next video might be my birthday video. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.